Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I want to have a look at Polkadot, but before I do, I first want to thank our sponsor, FairDesk. FairDesk is an exchange where you can go to trade your crypto at super low fees. FairDesk also allows for copy trading, so by clicking the link in the description, you can sign up and follow my trades live. But hurry, because there's only 50 people that can follow my trades live. And with no KYC required, there really is no reason not to head over there now and sign up using the link in the description. It's super easy. You literally just make an account and boom, deposit some crypto, you're trading. So thanks again to FairDesk, and back to the video. Taking a closer look at Polkadot, we can see it's currently sat at this sort of $4.10-11 mark. And it's been around here for about a week. We can see on the 10th of September it dropped down below this $4.20 line, which is pretty significant, which we'll talk about in a minute. And ever since, it's been unable to break back above, and is currently sitting about 10 cents off. The reason this support line is so significant is because it's basically been around for the whole of Polkadot's existence. We can see here, if we go back to basically Polkadot's launch, Polkadot launched on its first day at $1.40 and closed the day at $3. It then, in the next few days, it went all the way up to $6 and sort of stayed around this $7 to $4, $3.5 range. And ever since it broke above here, this level, it's never gone down below this $4.20 level. Until now, where it has now eventually, after years, about 3 years, broken down below this level. And this is pretty significant, because to have broken through a support that's held for 3 years is a bit worrying for Polkadot, even if it's just a drop down below. Now in the next few days we could see Polkadot climb back above this, and as long as it stays above this level, we don't have too much to worry about. But currently we sort of do, because we're below this level, we've been rejected from it twice, and we're currently in a red day where we spent the day going further away from our target. So ultimately, Polkadot's future price action in the short medium term depends on how long it spends below this line. Now, if in a week it has a pump, manages to get back above, and it stays above, Polkadot's going to be okay. I mean, it might come back down below this level, but if it does, it won't go too far away from this level, and it won't spend too much time below this level again. We're coming into crunch time now, where in the next few months we're going to start to see reversals, I think, and I think this is where a lot of cycle lows will be put in from now till December, January. So depending on what Polkadot does could dictate how low it goes. If there's a big sell-off, if Polkadot does nothing for 2-3 weeks, then most likely we will drop further. And this is because when you have a really strong support that's acted for years and it's been broken below, that is pretty worrying. And it then becomes a resistance, because this super strong support has fallen, so it now becomes a very strong resistance, and it takes a lot to push Polkadot back above that significantly. So in my opinion, it can kind of go two ways, but I do ultimately think that we'll just see a lack of things happening with Polkadot, and that will translate to Polkadot suffering because it's not above this support. I mean, Polkadot is one of the more bullish altcoins that we've looked at. I mean, even Avalanche, that we did a video on today, we saw that Avalanche was well below its yearly open, well below, 20-30% below, probably more, whereas Polkadot is only just below. And in fact, it was this week that it broke below, and again it was this extremely strong support that held Polkadot, this $4.20 that held the line and eventually was able to spring us up into this sort of altcoin rally that we had at the beginning of the year. And again, it tested again here in June, bounced right back off, and again became low, but ultimately had another bounce. So every time it's sort of come into contact with this line, we've had a strong positive price action until this last week, where we broke down below and no positive price action has really followed in the recent, recent days afterwards. I mean, we saw each time here it touched this line and we had green days basically directly after the other. It touched here again, green days, only green days, and it did a 30% move up in the space of a month. Here we've dipped down below, we've had a few green days, but we've also had very strong bad days which caused the price to drop. And again, we put in this cycle low of $3.91, and we haven't come back to test that yet, but I think we could be on our way there, to be honest with you. I think 2 rejections from this line is very significant, and although we haven't been below here long, and there's a very good chance that Polkadot could just come out of this and float around this level for a little while at this, between these 2 levels, I see 2 rejections from an extremely important resistance. I see that as very important and very significant and very telling of what can happen. I mean, Polkadot is still well below its bull market support band, which is sat at around $5. So we're not going to see any long-term good price movements from Polkadot for a while at least. So again, for me, it's kind of just lining up a little bit of bad news for Polkadot. But ultimately, it is doing a lot better than a lot of other altcoins out there, where a lot of other altcoins have already broken down below this significant support level that they've had at the yearly open and before at the previous bull run. Polkadot has only now broken down below it. But with all of those other altcoins, once they broke down below this previous support, once they went down below the yearly open, they went well below the yearly open, and they went well below this support. And I have a feeling it's going to be a similar story for Polkadot, because why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? Taking a look at Polkadot on its Bitcoin pair kind of paints a very bleak picture. Polkadot's basically been going down since late 2021. It didn't put in its all-time high here. I think this was Polkadot's all-time high, but basically ever since November, it's bled on its Bitcoin pair, which is about on par for the rest of the crypto space. This isn't anything new or special. It's been following this bull market support line all the way down to current day, where we're sat at 1,770 satoshis. Whereas at the peak we were at 10,000 satoshis. So, basically a 10x drop in today's price on an asset that has fallen, God knows how much. I want to say 95%. 93%. Okay, fair. A little bit more. So, not a great return if you've been holding DOT. But maybe better than other altcoins. But again, tomatoes here sort of thing. You're better off putting your money in Bitcoin, or you were better off. Now, however, like I said, I do think we're sort of going to be putting in a lot of lows for a lot of altcoins. So now's the time to be sticking around, to be watching the markets closely. If I want to put a price prediction on these things or a trade opportunity, I would say set your buy order at $4.30, and I would sell at $4.65. To be honest with you, that gives a nice 8% move to the upside. You can make a lot of money. But if you don't think this will happen, and I would be on the same boat as you, to be honest with you, I would put a sell order for $4.20 or $4.18, somewhere around here, and I would put it at this low again of $3.91, and that will give you about a 6.5 return on your investment if it triggers fully. Again, I always advise you guys to sort of operate within your own risk parameters. For some people that might not be risky enough. For other people that might be way too risky, and you'd much rather just trade a 3% move here or a 2% move. Whatever works for you, always whatever works for you. Don't try to put yourself in too many uncomfortable positions with your money, because money is valuable most of the time. Anyway, that about wraps it up, guys. Again, if you want to follow my trades live, you can do so by signing up with the link in the description at FairDesk. They're very kind over there. They'll give you a 5% deposit bonus, and they'll throw you a few US dollars as well just for signing up. No KYC, so it's super easy. And again, you'll get to see my trades happen live before these videos come out, so you'll be the first to know, and trades like this are always extremely time sensitive. So get yourself on over there and sign up. Anyway, thanks very much, guys. Take care. Thanks again for watching. Really means a lot. Helps out the channel a huge amount. Take care. Best of luck. And see ya.